Kicking off for the Mustangs is number 1, Joseph Welch.
Welcome everybody to Tioga Jackson Field, Bishop McNamara High School, about ready to kick off to Gonzaga, and here we go. On behalf of First Amendment Sports, I'm Ken Marangolo. He's Tim Strachan.
What's up?
Kevin Ricca.
Happy to be here. Tioga Jackson Field looking gorgeous out here today, bud.
Gonzaga coming out for first down after the touchback. McNamara looking sharp, boys, in their gold tops, maroon bottoms.
I'll tell you what, you guys aren't wrong. This Tioga Jackson Field Stadium, the field itself, everything here has looked so good. It's been a long time since I've been at McNamara, and it looks great. They've done a great job with this place.
Yeah, there's no more pebbles on the field.
That's right.
Yeah.
The ash.
The big dirt patch in the middle of the field.
Not that we didn't have one over at St. John's. That field has no more pebbles either.
Here we go.
Only an outside run.
Number 5, yeah, a little fly sweep action.
Aaron Turner.
Yeah, he's dynamic. They use him out of the backfield. They throw the ball to him. He's a sophomore. He's a stud athlete.
Second down, 5 to go. Gonzaga with the ball. Gonna pass.
Quick Caleb Williams completion. Number 15 tight end heading to Vanderbilt. He's a specimen, isn't he?
First chance. First chance for this Mustang defense to get off the field. Third down.
Justin Ball signed with Vanderbilt in the offseason, and he looks like he's going to have a heck of a career in the SEC.
Lord, that's a great target.
They're going to use the whole field on this formation, boys. Looks like
I don't know if he got there.
it's going to be. It looks close. I'm watching the referee's he's making the call. First down.
All right.
First down up the middle. Hurry up, no huddle for Gonzaga. First and 10.
Hey, that Gonzaga O-line is not tiny either.
Well, no, I was going to say, you can see the difference right now off the bat, how big Gonzaga is compared to McNamara.
And that ball's on the money.
Not going to be
Lucas
enough to
Warfield
move the
has the
chains
back
on
right.
that field. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So far, we're 0 for 2 on first down call, so maybe we should
we're on the field. If you're, they're coming right at us. Gonzaga working right at us, top to bottom. I almost want to say left to right on your radio dial. First and 10.
Gonzaga looking a lot like University of Maryland with all that shifting and motion pre-snap.
Going back to pass, and he's got it.
I mean,
and
if
that's
you
a
leave
catch.
this kid that amount of time, he's going to not throw very many incompletions. John Marshall, one of his favorite targets. John Marshall's a Navy commit, and he's made play after play after play. A first-team All-League performer last season as a punter, but a lot of that has to do with his ability to catch the football.
Well, we all know that the
catch radius.
WCAC punter sometimes tends to be just a very good athlete.
Exactly.
Someone who deserves to be on it.
Exactly, an extra spot for a deserving baller.
That's going to be enough to move the chains. Gonzaga mounting a drive early against McNamara, coming right at us. First and 10.
They are moving
That
fast.
was Malcolm Terry. I mean, that also, all of a sudden, in the first drive, Gonzaga's already given the ball to about 4 different people. How many weapons they have is pretty incredible.
Yeah, Malcolm Terry is their change-up back. He's a speedster. He's not the big bruiser that you have in Lucas Warfield or Loic Sangwa, but he's definitely got some energy coming out of the backfield, and you can see his playmaking ability.
McNamara's got to do something here defensively. They're getting pushed back on the line. They've got to close on the ball a little bit better. Gonzaga's starting to knock on the door in this first drive of the game.
Yeah, they've got a smallish and undersized D, but they got some speed out there.
Second and long.
And yeah, I think the straight-ahead run game is going to possibly wear them down as the day goes on, but they want to throw this thing with Caleb Williams.
Ball deep. It's going to hit the sidelines. Got away with a little bit of hands on the chest there.
I think the ball was out of it was not catchable ball.
No, that
so
ball was
good.
coming.
No call by the referee there.
Yeah, you got to let them play a little bit. And a little hand fighting never hurt anybody, and I don't think it affected the play.
Third down and long for the Gonzaga Purple Eagles.
Yeah, it looks to be about 3rd and 8. This is a big test for this McNamara defense right here. I don't know about Gonzaga's ability to kick a long field goal, but this would be a huge stop for this McNamara defense right here on 3rd and long.
Looking for number 35 potentially to step up and make a play on this drive.
Big play here.
Shotgun 2 wide.
Single on the way out, way outside. And he's looking at the run. All right.
Look like they got it.
I'm done making those calls, T. I'm wishing you the best, my
It looks like it's going to be fourth
friend.
down. We got a fourth down call.
It is.
Host of Mustangs.
I
bet you Gonzaga goes for it here.
I don't think they're giving it too much thought.
Absolutely.
It was a 2-down territory for Gonzaga's offense. Coach Travers decided to believe in his players right here.
It does look like a long one, though, boys. No, he's going to get it.
Yeah, he
And
got
then
it.
some,
Hey,
yeah.
Coach Travers keeping us on our game today, huh, fellas? Coming out in this fast-paced NASCAR-type offense in the situation for our first broadcast, man. Appreciate that, Coach.
1st and 10 in the red zone. Gonzaga staying with the no huddle under center. There's the handoff.
Yeah,
He's
they
able to
got
get a
that.
few extra yards, yeah.
Hey, keep an eye out here on the cornerback on the near side in man-up coverage. John Marshall, they love the back shoulder fade. They've been throwing fades and back shoulders all year long. It's a great combination. Caleb Williams throws it fantastic. And Time Britt Collins has got 10 offers out here. This is going to be an interesting matchup. They lining that again.
Short space for the McNamara defense to work in against the Purple Eagles. Gonzaga offense standing about 15, 20 yards away from us.
Yeah,
Right this very
single
second.
high safety looks like a man under look. Gonzaga's going to run the ball. Nice play in the
Ball
backfield.
carried off the right side
Okay,
by number 30.
Maybe just a slight gain. It's gonna bring up a third down, and Gonzaga is gonna stay at the line of scrimmage. Does not look like they're
That
huddling.
leaves a 3rd down and 3.
Switching out to what looks like to be a slightly smaller
I can tell you what,
personnel grouping.
if McNamara can hold Gonzaga out of the end zone on this, it would be a win for them to start off this game. Gonzaga's moved the ball pretty easily down the field, but having trouble punching it in here.
Caleb Williams in shotgun on 3rd and short on Gonzaga's opening drive of the game. McNamara playing John Marshall single up
Yeah,
on this
singled
outside.
up.
Timeout on the play.
Singled
taken
up.
by
It
the
looks like,
Gonzaga Eagles.
They're not going to run Time Britt Collins with John Marshall. They're going to stay on either side of the field. But this one-on-one situation, I mean, Gonzaga's been such a high-powered, high-strike offense. Their red zone is from the 50-yard line in.
Right.
And like you said, T, the bend but don't break approach for the McNamara defense right now on 3rd down. This is a huge, huge play.
I've always felt like these types of spread offenses, though, Kevin, when you get into the red zone, because they use the width of the field so much, when you have that short field in front of you, it's actually a lot harder for a spread offense like this to get it, to have that good red zone kind of type of offense to get
Yeah,
down the end zone.
yeah, it does. It shrinks the space in front of them, and I'm just really interested to see these one-on-ones out here. I mean, Sam Sweeney and John Marshall have close to 10 touchdowns each on the season. I mean, it's got to be right up there, and both of them are outstanding at going and getting the ball. I look to see them. I look to see the John Marshall connection. It seems to be the trust of the senior.
Yeah. Watch for John Marshall maybe doing a cross across to the middle of the field, in the middle of the end zone, going up
Now-
high. It seems like that's what he's always
short
looking to get.
They did switch
for the Eagles.
the field on us, putting Marshall on the far side.
11-yard line.
And it looks like that's where he wants to go.
Williams drops back to pass.
Nice play
Broke
by
it up.
McNamara.
Great.
Broke up by the safety.
Number 8, Irvin Wilkins.
Okay.
Oh, that
That's
was
his
Tom
second-
Collins?
No, I think it was 8.
It was
that was
8
his
and 2,
second
both on the play.
This
Yeah.
series. Right down here in the end zone. He had a very good open field tackle, and then he had that great pass breakup right there.
Yeah, you got to hope Tom Collins is doing all right here. He looks like he's a little shaken up. He's their number 1 covers guy.
Looks like Gonzaga's going to go ahead and attempt for 3.
And he's holding that arm kind
T,
of low.
to your point, T,
Yeah.
it's a good outcome on the opening drive against this Gonzaga offense for McNamara.
Down, it's up.
Up, and it's
We got a,
Just
we got a
barely.
good 3-point
Just barely, though.
over the
that
tip
was
of the
tight.
pole.
Very good opening drive by Gonzaga to move the ball down the field, but even better by the McNamara defense to hold them out of the end zone, only forcing them to go for 3.
We're going to get our first look at Miles Miller and the McNamara offense. Going to get our first look of the day at a Gonzaga defense that has that knows in order for a playoff run to be successful and a playoff race to be successful, they're going to have to play a little better than what they played their last 2 games, bringing everyone up to speed. We got an 0-2 in the conference Gonzaga team versus an 0-1 McNamara team in the WCAC. There's a lot on the line for both of these teams today.
St. John's, we have Tim Strickland.
Hey, they're announcing our names.
We're getting an announcement here.
And we
Appreciate you
have
guys.
Ken Maragnola, the class of 94 here at Bishop McNamara. Thank you for
Appreciate the
coming
shout out
forward
there.
for us
Marco
today.
Clark, class act.
I think you forgot you.
Today's announcer.
Ken.
No, he hit
No,
me first.
he let him
first?
off.
Yeah, you must have not
Why
been
do you
listening to
get
that
first?
part. I don't know why. I think they go handsomest.
All right, I'm gonna have to take that up with Marco.
I'm just guessing
He
here.
was my counselor and coach back at the math in 92, 93, 94.
Senior Johnny Woodbury, number 5, the deep man for the Mustangs, the talented wide receiver. That ball is going to be out of bounds.
And that ball
Yeah,
is
that
kicked
came
out
off the
of
inside of the
bounds.
hosel, don't you think?
It
was a little bit of
that
a.
was Hotsky. If
Yeah.
Darren McClinton, if you're listening, that was a
Hey.
Hotsky special.
Yeah, it happens.
It does. It
Hey Ken,
happens.
you just got inducted into the Hall of Fame here at 1993 soccer team, championship soccer team for McNamara got inducted. Maybe you should give this kid a little pointer or two. About
Why?
kicking.
Thank you. Well, trust me, I'm sure they are far beyond my meager skills on any athletic field. Whether they're wearing maroon or purple, I know these guys got it going on.
Hey, I'll put you in charge of all things kicking out here
I
today.
appreciate
I,
that.
I, I
appreciate
agree.
that.
I second that.
And I'm going to tell you what, this Gonzaga senior linebacking core, keep an eye on these guys, Hunter Stewart, Aaron Davis, and Loic Sangwa. I think that's the heart of their defense. You know, you got Wete and Sean Johns up there, 2 stud seniors on the front 4, but these linebackers have been through it all, man. They've seen everything, and they really get to the ball.
I got
First
a little
down.
story I'd like to share about Aaron Davis here when we get a minute.
Miles ready to take the snap. And there's a quick handoff, and Gonzaga was there in a hurry.
And Miles Miller hands it off
In a
on the
real
other
hurry.
side.
Give that tackle to the entire front 5 of Gonzaga. It looks like they just swarmed it, collapsed the pocket.
Yeah.
He had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Elijah Williams, the
Loss
junior.
of 1 on the play.
Miles Miller is good at getting the ball out of his hands fast if they want to go that route. It's going to be relying on the receivers and then the guys with the ball to do something with it. Looks like they got an old school run and shoot.
Yeah, little
5.
Tom
empty
Clark
backfield.
action, check with me, going empty.
Miles Miller is going to need to get rid of this ball fast.
And he does, and
He
he's
does.
accurate, and this is what he's best at.
There you go.
Herb Wilkins.
We got ourselves a first
And
down.
Herb Wilkins is brought
Hey,
down.
Herb Wilkins is a playmaker.
47-yard line for a Mustang.
And you
first
nailed it,
down.
Ken. He gets that ball out of his hands, and he's very accurate. I love the kid's game. Spoken with his father, Keith, before the game started.
Coach.
And you know, I already put my text into the football office down at Catholic University. We'll see how that goes.
Doing a little recruiting, were you?
Hey,
got a
man, listen,
first
a
and
kid like
10.
this from a league like this would be a real steal for Coach Gutt down there. And as a proud alum, I'd love to see it be him.
4 wide on this play with one joining Miles in the backfield. Takes a low snap. There's a handoff, and once again, the running game for McNamara after 2 plays not shining yet.
1, 2, 3, 4
Hey.
Gonzaga
The
guys.
first man on the scene,
With a
Sean
quarter
Johns.
tackle.
Sean Johns, a senior captain, a JMU commit. He's a heck of a football player. And
Can you get a quarter tackle? Yeah, I know you can get a half a tackle.
I don't know.
Never see a quarter tackle.
I'll leave the math up to you on that.
There was 4 of them in on that one. On that play.
I think we'll give it to the senior captain. I think.
How much for
in
a
film,
sip?
he gets it. How much for what?
How much for a sip? Second and long. Miles Miller leading the McNamara attack. Low snap
We gotta
again.
get the snap up.
Ball's out, and we got ourselves.
Oh, he dropped
Yeah.
it.
And Miller's pass is incomplete.
Was that intended for? That wasn't Johnny.
Intended for number 4, Charles Proctor.
You got to be careful here. This is a dangerous down here for the Mustangs. You know, you want to get that 12 yards, but you got to make sure you get rid of that ball on time. And hey, if you got to take your medicine, throw the ball away and punt here. That's not a big bad deal, especially the way they played D on that first drive.
3 on the right.
I think
Johnny Woodbury on the left.
I think McNamara could maybe use the pass rush by Gonzaga to their advantage. Maybe go with a little screen
The
here.
screen would look
Yeah.
great.
But if you're Gonzaga, I think you're looking for it
Their
as well.
senior linebackers have seen 1 or 2 of those. So you got single coverage out left.
There you
There
go.
you go,
There it
T.
is.
Oh, it
Oh,
was there.
Oh,
they
it was
had
a
it.
super screen right in the middle there.
Yeah,
And
that
if
was.
he had connected, that would have been a huge
Nice
The
play.
middle
ball,
screen was
T.
going to the house. I mean, that rush got there about a step too soon. Miles Miller didn't have enough time, but if you hung it up there
It
a
was
little bit,
perfect call.
that was a great call.
Great
Hey,
call,
good call by
Strachan.
you over there, QB.
I've done this once or twice.
Yeah, I noticed.
McNamara Mustangs on 4th and long, back to punt, receiving for Gonzaga. Who is that, number 6?
But if you're the McNamara coaches right now, you pull your offense
Dean
together,
Ingram.
you say,
It's either
guys,
5 or 6. If it's 5, it's Aaron Turner. If it's 6, it's Dean
I
Ingram.
think it's
you say,
Dean.
you pull your guys aside, you pull that offense aside right now, and you say, guys, look, there was just a couple missed opportunities there. If we can make those plays, we're still moving this ball down the field.
Got a fair
They should
catch.
feel pretty good about it.
Gonzaga will take
Got a deep
over.
punt. It's fair caught.
Oh, a little
by
shimmy
Eagles at
shimmy
the
after that
21
fair
line.
catch there. I like that. having fun out here.
Did they get out inside the 20? Looks like.
I told you, I'm done making
I
calls.
told you guys
guessing.
I had a little story about Aaron Davis. I was walking through the parking lot on my way over here this morning, and I see this man in all purple, Gonzaga shirt on, and he looked familiar, and I said, Willie? And he looked at me and goes, Tim, what's up? I said, Willie Davis, who I played with at DeMatha, wearing Gonzaga? What is wrong with you? And he says, my son plays for Gonzaga. He's the middle linebacker captain. So happy for him, that young man. He's doing a great job, but it hurt my heart. Hurt my heart to see Willie Davis in a Gonzaga, all decked out in Gonzaga gear. He looked at his wife. He goes, I told you someone's going to see me. Willie, I saw you, and it hurt.
Wrong dude.
But I'm
Got a
going
second
to
down.
definitely root for your son, though. That's for sure. You were a great player back in the day.
Quick completion to
Gonzaga with
Sam
4
Sweeney.
wide receivers. And it's an inside handoff.
Yeah, it looks like Gonzaga's trying to control the time of possession here. You know, they're such a quick strike offense. I'm just sitting here waiting for the ball to fly like it does so beautifully off Caleb Williams' hands into one of these receivers for a big play.
1st and 10 for Gonzaga. Getting out from being buried deep in their own territory. Come on, let's see here. Here comes a pass. The pass rush was able to get to him, but the ball got out.
Hey,
That's what you were looking for, Kevin.
number 10, Sam Sweeney. I mean, he's been a playmaker all year, guys. He is a junior. This kid is one of the top long stick middies in the nation, has committed to play lacrosse for Penn State.
Nice.
I love that he's out here playing football for Gonzaga for the next 2 years. You don't see a ton of that these days. These two-sport kids are starting to run by the
Kevin
wayside.
Hogan for the New England Patriots.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, this kid, but hey, why not come play wide receiver with a guy like Caleb out there flinging it?
There you go. Going to get a first down for Gonzaga. Quick release for Caleb.
2 back-to-back first down for Gonzaga. They're rolling now. They got 2 big plays.
McNamara's defense looks tired too. You can see they're already looking like they have had 2 long drives on their end.
There it is, gentlemen. Yeah.
We got a timeout? Oh, we got an injured player for McNamara on the sidelines. Thought I was going to see a timeout.
Look out right in front of us here. This is the matchup. This is I got to think they're coming to this sooner than later. These 2 guys, John Marshall, Britt Collins, both scholarship guys, both senior studs. And McNamara feels confident enough to defend Gonzaga in man-to-man, putting them on an island out here.
Well, we talked all year about the fact that McNamara has the athletes to match up with athletes from other teams. It's really the big guys up front, the big size, the speed, the strength in the middle where McNamara right now needs to get a little bit better, and where we're seeing right now Gonzaga controlling the line of scrimmage for the majority of this first quarter.
3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10. Gonzaga coming out of the injury timeout. McNamara's defense got a little bit of a breather. We got a nice one-on-one matchup deep, and here comes the ball on a wide run, and McNamara's going to have it bottled up.
That's the jet sweep. Good
That's
job by McNamara defense staying home.
I mean, A.J. Hayes just making a heck of a play out there. Not getting beat on the perimeter, doing his job. That's just great football. Nice job, 22.
Second and long.
Not a lot of seniors on this McNamara defense.
The program is young. Second year for these guys in this ideology. The kids are buying in, and a lot of these guys are playing for the first time. Gonzaga's going to another handoff, and he's got some running room. And he's got some running room, and he's going to be brought down. It will be a first down for Gonzaga in the red zone, just outside the 10, looking like. In case you're listening to
Trey there.
Yeah, Lucas Warfield, when he gets downhill, he's hard to carry, hard to take down. He broke a handful of tackles here. Keep an eye out for John Marshall, like I said, Justin Ball here, who they went to in the red zone last time, unsuccessfully.
McNamara was able to get a little success on that running play. You're going to listen to us make this call. You're going to wonder why we're not seeing what you're seeing. We got 2 camera angles, and we are on the field, ladies and gentlemen. We are as close as you can possibly be to a high school football game, which I love.
We'd like to be close to the action.
But you might have a better angle at some of the ball placement than we do, but that's going to be just fine. We got ourselves another timeout. Oh, we got another injured player from McNamara.
Just want to point out in that long run that Gonzaga just had, I believe, Luke Pettibone was one of the big guys up front for Gonzaga, left guard, pulled downfield. His brother Richie Pettibone went to Alabama, at Alabama right now. He's the second of 3 boys coming up in the line of that family. We all know the Pettibone family being Redskins fans, and there's some great lineage there, football genes, and we're seeing the middle of the 3. I heard the young one, Carson, is a quarterback. He's the athlete of the 3, which the youngest usually is in all families.
Well, I'm not sure if I believe in that theory. But speaking of being a quarterback here at Tioga Jackson Field, I don't know about you, I got my head on a swivel. I feel like Art Petaway and Paul Jackson are coming out of nowhere.
Oh, remember them?
I don't want any trouble. Rest in peace, Art Petaway. What a great football player,
and
a great guy.
I know Paul Jackson's here today somewhere.
Yeah, I don't want to get hit from the blind side. Is what I'm saying. So I don't know if I can
They
protect
always
you two
had
covering
great
me on the
athletes.
outside.
They always had great athletes.
Great guys too. I mean,
Absolutely.
You know,
Paul Jackson, you couldn't get a nicer person.
No, he really is.
Face this earth.
Great
Great Terp. Did a great job with the Terps when he was there.
Reminded me almost of a Belli run from the old days, the way he had a couple guys hanging on him coming down in the red zone. Pitch.
Quick pitch.
And we're going to have
good swarm.
A lot of
Look
force.
at him moving that pile.
Loic Sangwa did not want to go down there. He
wants
to
be
the senior one at 6, baby.
McNamara is going to force a 3rd down and goal. Gonzaga is going to get to the line of scrimmage extremely quickly.
Going quick.
Murphy is wide, but they are looking like they want to do something up the middle. We got ourselves.
Push him back.
Oh, we're going to have an offsides on
yeah.
McNamara. It's going to give him a little bit closer than
the old,
the 1.5.
The old 5-inch penalty.
You know, you always take that. Yeah, I had hands on hips right in front of me out here, linesman.
Looks like Gonzaga's trying to make a point here, guys. Softening up that middle, running that ball directly up the middle.
Well, like we said, that's where they're going to be most successful.
They're going to call it 1st down on the offsides. I always thought that was just distance.
Automatic.
And we got a keeper for a score. Gonzaga puts 6. I believe we are now tracking a 9-0 game with the extra point to follow. Gonzaga Eagles fans here love that. And there's a good amount of purple here in Forestville this fine day.
They always travel well.
They do travel well. Got all kinds of audio visual people up in the top there. All kinds of purple just dotted around. You know what? It's great too. The purple and gold it just goes well.
I feel like we're developing a rivalry with some of these photographers from this angle of Jensen today. T, I'm putting you in charge.
Here we go. The point after attempt. It's up. We got a good one. 10-0. Gonzaga. McNamara will take the ball.
56 seconds left in the first quarter. It's your Gonzaga Eagles 10 and our Bishop McNamara Mustangs 0.
All right, well, here's where number 12, Miles Miller, has to gather the boys and say we got to get some points on the board here. Like you said, T, we left a little something out there, left a little meat on the bone on that last drive.
It wasn't anything Gonzaga did defensively to stop them. I think they had the drop pass. That would have been a 1st down, move the chains, and then that screen, which would have definitely gone for not only just a 1st down, but maybe a whole lot more. They have opportunities if they don't shoot themselves in the foot. Like, look, Gonzaga we know is bigger, stronger, faster across the board. But McNamara doesn't need to play a perfect game. They just need to play the best game they can possibly put together. And if they can make some of those types of plays, they can make this a game early on. Don't let it get too far out of hand. This is going to be a must-score opportunity for the Mustangs.
And no doubt in my mind, we see that middle screen in the fold here in the next couple quarters.
Yeah, especially if they keep getting that pressure from the inside defensive front of Gonzaga. They can use that to their advantage.
Last time they kicked it away from Johnny Woodbury.
Yeah, I think he's going to go head down and hit this one perfectly. He's going to hit this one flush.
10-0 Gonzaga. A minute 50 to go in the first quarter. McNamara on the receiving end of a kickoff. Here we go. Listen to beat the drum. Beat the drum. All right, here we go.
Ball's kicked deep. Received by Spinner. Gets it up on the inside.
Got a McNamara return. He's able to get out.
Nice return
from his goal line. Solid
Marvin
return.
Spinner hit that one. You know, I like the way he did that. You just get it and you go. No dancing around. He hit a crease.
You could tell he had some purpose, a little deliberation on that one, and put McNamara in a good position on first down. The running game didn't look so hot out of the gate, but I have a hard time thinking they can at least stick with it. I mean, they gotta still hand it off.
No doubt about it. You got to protect the quarterback back there. You got to have play action ready to rock and roll, and you can't just have a 3-and-out and 3.
We got a batted ball at the line of scrimmage on first down.
Miller's pass is batted down.
2nd and 10. McNamara.
Hey, this Gonzaga front seven is
They're
impressive.
big.
They're looking
It's
real
impressive.
good.
I mean, Joe Wette heading to Oklahoma as a 4-star. He's the #1 recruit in Washington, D.C. in the senior class. I mean, he is no joke. Expect him to make a handful of plays here this afternoon.
Hunter Stewart's looking pretty big today.
Hunter Stewart, that's a first-team WACC selection in 2017. Yeah, UVA's got another guy coming his way.
Miles Miller takes the snap. They get the ball out. Johnny Woodbury does make a fine catch. It's going to get set up a 3rd down for the McNamara offense.
Nice snag there by Woodbury. That was up in the air. He went up and snatched it.
A little
Yeah,
extra
get a few
effort,
yards.
too. Gets about a 3rd and 4.
He wants the
That's
ball.
a manageable 3rd down.
Absolutely the name of the game and why you can't leave the run today, T. You got to get into that 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
3rd and 12 with this front seven is the danger zone.
Smelling that screen again, T?
I wouldn't be surprised if Miles Miller right here maybe keeps it himself, picks up the first down, unless he gets rid of it quick.
Nice play by
play.
Miller.
We got a first down.
That ball complete to number 11, Jalen Watson.
Love the way how Miles Miller right there stepped up into the pocket. Looked like he was going to throw, but kept his eyes downfield and then finds his receiver. Good pitch and catch, and the receiver does a great job securing it, getting an extra yard or 2.
Yeah, I thought he was listening to the mic in his ear that was directly linked to you there. He took up, stepped in the pocket, like he was going to take off. Great throw and catch on 3rd. Move the chain.
First down. 4 wide receivers and a running back in motion for the Mustangs. 3 out wide to the right. Moving away from us from the back corner of the field. We got a keeper. Miles Miller has got some space.
There it is.
Quarterback, number 12, Miles Miller.
Rumbling and
That's
bumbling.
what I thought
the
they were
big
going
one,
to do on the
too.
last play.
The sticks are moving.
That'll be first down.
I got to tell you, boys, watching some tape on them this year, I have not seen a lot of that. I think that's a new wrinkle for today's game plan. You really don't want to get the senior banged up. But
Well, again, I
you got to
think-
take what you can get from the D.
I think what happened there, again, the front 4 for Gonzaga are getting upfield so fast and so quick that they're using it to their advantage.
Miller throws
We're going to get the ball out of Miles' hands fast. We got another
Again
gain.
with yards after the catch. That's a 5-yard gain.
About 2nd and 5 coming up for the McNamara Mustangs as they get back to the line of scrimmage. Gonzaga shuffling some guys on and off. As now this is officially their longest
Another
stint on the
McNamara
field.
kid down on the sidelines, though,
You
right
don't
now.
want to see that.
That's 3 so far.
3 injury timeouts. Gives Gonzaga a chance. They're going to go over, huddle up.
I mean, fellas, this is the type
Is that
of...
Johnny Woodbury down? Or
I can't see. I was
can't
trying
see
to,
either.
But it's the type of attrition that you deal with when you play a conference as nasty as this. I mean, the constant pounding week in, week out. We saw a little bit of it last night. Good Counsel's quarterback was not able to go against DeMatha after we saw the physicality of the game at Catholic University a week ago. All these teams are starting to deal with this right now. Everyone's banged up. The difference between hurt and injured is a fine line, and you hope that everyone pops up today healthy. Especially the
Let's
guys
talk
over there.
about that game, though, last night. Good Counsel and DeMatha, we thought it was going to be a big game. It was going to have, huge implications on home field advantage in the playoffs. And unfortunately, I think Good Counsel being down, some players, especially Cam Snell at quarterback, really hurt them. DeMatha put 2 big defensive scores on the board in the first quarter. Really put the game away in the first quarter, and they were able to just keep them.
When you have
keep them
those
at bay.
2 safeties, T, and we talk about them having the best safeties in the country, and they showed everyone in the country
The
last
way
night
Nick Cross
exactly
just
why.
stripped the ball
It
from
was
the ball carrier
the
and took it
defensive
for
player of
6.
the year in the WCAC so far
2nd and
this
5. McNamara driving on Gonzaga. Miles Miller waiting for the snap. More of a traditional formation there. Looks like they're going to give it to the back. Gonzaga's right there on it again.
Not having any success between the tackles right now. You got to keep a defense honest, and you got to keep going to it every once in a while. But McNamara needs to figure out something, maybe attack the edges of this defense. Right now, the middle's not working for him.
Looks like a 3rd down. Call it a long 5.
That ball carried by Javon Edmonds.
Yeah, they're going to try and spread them